Hello everybody, today is the 13th of August and as always, we're going to tell the pain story. This pain story has changed a lot of people's life. I should like to into why something happened to our life and how we can create or manifest our dream life. And then one of the reasons that, recently, I will tell you later. Let's just do that. So let's get started with the pen story, okay? What is this? It's a pen. What do we use the pen for? To write. Now there's a dog inside the room. I'm gonna wave this in front of the dog. What does the dog do? The dog probably will sniff, lick, or chew this, right? Does the dog see this one is a pen? No. So for the dog, this one is a pen, but it's not a pen. But for the human, this one is a pen. So who is correct? The dog or the human? The answer is both are correct. For the dog, this one is a chewing toy. Where for the human, this one is a pen to write. The dog is correct in the dog world. The human is also correct in the human world. So that is our first lesson. Both are correct. Now, let's imagine that there is a table in front of me. So I'm going to put this thing on the table. And then both the dog and I will walk out the room. So inside the room, there be no human, no dog. What does this thing become then? It is still a pen or chewing toy. Oh, it becomes it's become neither now neither a pen or chewing toy and it becomes almost like a nothing. And the ancient would call this one as the emptiness. The emptiness is actually a very magical definition. As we understand the emptiness, we'll be able to achieve anything in life. Just like Ishima Gorosh brought the emptiness into his business and was able to build business world revenue of $215 million a year. He is also able to have several refugees. So what is the emptiness? Why is that so magical? Let's go back to the pain story, okay? So this thing currently on the table where there's no human, no dog, nothing to interact with. We come back to true self, we call it the emptiness. So the emptiness is not darkness, it's not blackness, nothingness, or no feeling, not thinking. The emptiness is itself, where it doesn't interact with anyone. And because it is the emptiness also has the potential to become anything or anyone depending on who or what is looking at that at the very moment. So what do I mean by that? So let's go back to the page story, okay? So this thing is completely almost nothing, right? Or it has the emptiness. But as soon as I go back into the room and I look at this, this becomes a pen. When the dog comes back to the room and the dog look at this becomes a chewing toy. And when both the dog and I come back to the room at the very same time, we both look at this at the very same time, what does this thing become then? Always becomes two things, a pen for me and a chewing toy for the dog. So a single thing, when there's no human, no dog, or nothing to interact with, it comes back to true self, we call it the emptiness. But it also has the potential to become anything or anyone depending on who or what is looking at that at the very moment. So that is our second lesson. Along with the emptiness, we all have the most potential. Now, I see this as a pen. So does this pen coming from me or does this pen coming from the things? This pen is actually coming from me. Why am I so certain? Because if the thing is the pen itself, then the dog or anything in this entire universe will have to see it for what it is, which is a pen. But does the dog see this one as a pen? No. So this pen is actually coming from me. This pen is actually coming from my mind, and everything is actually coming from our mind. So that is our third lesson. Everything is actually coming from our mind. Now, we all agree that this pen is coming from my mind, right? So I'm going to change my mind. I'm going to believe this one become a diamond, okay? So please pray with me. Diamond, diamond, diamond. Open my eyes. It's still a pen. So what in my mind that forced me to see this as a pen, but not a diamond? There are certain inside our mind that the ancient wisdom calls going on. When we see something, the settings that are my pop-up open and covered this are made us see it for what had been planted only into our mind. So who planted those it into our mind then? Only you can plant the seed into your mind, and only I can plant the seed into my mind. How can we do it? We do it by three ways: by our word, by our actions, by our thoughts, especially to other people. So for instance, I'm gonna hold on to this. I'm gonna say that the pen, would you like to have this pen? And when my friend say yes, please, I'm so happy to give this to my friend with the hope that I can help my friend. So when I give this to my friend, this palm open up and both leave, my friend will see it and start living more in my mind. A couple days later, when I see this, I recognize when I say pen, which means that the seed of the pen is probably planted into my mind. And now it pop up and open up and cover this and made me see it for what had been planted only into my mind. And this is how a pen become a pen or anything surround us become what and who they are to us. In the pen story, there are several meaningful lessons. Today we went over four different lessons. The first lesson is both are corrupt. So we learn to respect each other's opinion. We learn to respect each other's choices and we learn to listen to each other with a compassionate heart. And with that, we know that, everyone coming from, we all, as we are all coming from different background, different family, different culture. So of course we see things differently. So it's always good to be able to take a step back and then, listen to other people, seeing where they come from. Why do they want to do that? Think about that rather than react. And this is the thing that I really, really had to, I thought that I'm doing better, but then I think that it's a journey. And I'm actually trying really, really hard to do that more frequently. And one other tip I would like to share with everyone is that if you think that there are moments that you're about to lose your temper or go with your emotion, um, if you can, please take a deep breath and then count to five. And just repeat that concept repeat a couple of times. Being able to do that will keep your breath is something that anchor you, and that will be able to help you to keep your calmness. And as once you become, you'll be able to see the picture more clearer, and you'll be able to see things with better, um, you know, better, and you'll be able probably be able to listen to other people as well to see where they're coming from, and with that, we react to things differently. The second lesson is along with the emptiness, we all have limitless potential. So trust your potential, trust the potential of everyone or everything around you, and trust the potential of whatever happened to you. And the sentence the saying that I have been telling myself recently is that whatever happened to me at this very moment is the very best thing that can happen to me at this very moment. And which is that saying, it's actually really helped me to restructure my perspective to see, okay, so what is going on right now, and what can I do, and how is actually can benefit me. So being able to see that from different perspective is actually really helped me, and seeing the opportunity, the chance that is bring up to me, and that's really really helped me a lot especially when to overcome challenges. And the third lesson is everything is actually coming from the seat inside our mind. So be 100% responsible to whatever happened to us. We don't blame anyone, especially because everything is actually coming from us. We are the only one who plant the seed into our mind. And this is a very important lesson, to be honest with you. It's easy to say, it's easy to think that we will be able to take full responsibility to whatever happened to us. But when reality is us, especially when something that we think that is not coming from us, is coming from someone else, and we tend to blame, you know, to the either the circumstance or the people surround us or whatever it is. It's very easy. But then think about that. If you keep blaming other people, you are playing the victim. So how would you be able to change your life? Because what you are doing is that you're giving other people the control of your life, whether you're feeling good or you're feeling bad, it's always in blood is always it's actually belong to other people decision, right? And then so how would you be able to charge up your life? So by being able to you know take full responsibility of your life, you actually take back the control of your life, and hopefully that will be able to help you to know that whatever the direction of your life heading to is all up to you, not to anyone. The fourth and also the very important lesson is that how to create or manifest our dream life. So first, you have to know what you want to have in your dream life, and then the second is that you start planting those seeds using your word, your action, your thoughts with other people. So if you want to get happiness, right? Then making sure that you use your word, your action, your thoughts to other people, helping them to be happier, making them happier. If you want to receive kindness, then making sure that you use through your word, your action, your thought to other people. You be kind to them, to think about them with kindness as well as you speak with them. You speak to them with kindness as well. And so whatever that you want, if you want prosperity, then making sure that you help other people to get more prosperous using your word, your action, your thoughts to other people. So remember, whatever that you want in your life, making sure that you use your word, your action, your thought, helping other people to get that very same seed. And that is the very best way for you to plant the seed your mind, and one of these days you'll be able to achieve that very same seed. And then the lesson that I would like to share with you all today is that in the beginning, I actually was about to share with you, but then unfortunately, I've been able to stop it. So this is actually quite late in the night. But then I decided but then with the encouragement from my husband and my babies, both of them are here. You saw them in the beginning of the story, right? And one of them are here right now. So, I feel that it's very beneficial for me to tell the pain story with my family because it's a way to remind me about how to, the important lesson in life as well as to my babies here, so they know that okay, in order for them, in order for them to be happy, in order for them to get what they want, first they have to plant the seed. They have to be kind to other people. They have to help other people become happier, right? And to get whatever that they want, they have to help other people to get that, and that is the very, very the very first lesson. And hopefully, by keep telling the pain story with each other every single day, we'll be able to pass the knowledge as well as the wisdom from the ancient knowledge, the ancient wisdom that has been more than 2,500 years ago to our babies, and then be able to live a happy and fulfilling life. Thank you so much, everyone, for listening to me today. Thank you, Emily, for coming me the 3,000-day journey. And by me share with you the pain story of my lesson is something good. I would like to dedicate that to my church family, to my friends, to my coworkers, to my neighbors, or to any living things in this world, any other words with love, wisdom, and gratitude. Thank you so much, everyone, and you all have a beautiful day. Bye bye.